So, hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's an unannounced live session, and because I'm doing that because from last 1 week I have been mentoring around 8 people. Okay, again, not on daily basis, sometime one day 3 4 calls. Okay, maybe it's very late night also, and one question I'm getting very common. Okay, so it's regarding that. But before that, I think I should be kind of sharing this station's link to the LinkedIn, because I know most of you guys are from the LinkedIn. So better to actually post the link on LinkedIn and then just get the session started. Okay, share this. In between, if you guys are joining, feel free to ask any question that you have in your mind. Could be related to cloud, DevOps, programming, anything, or maybe jobs finding. These days are tough, I know. But yeah, just go ahead and ask any question that you might have. Let me just announce in LinkedIn. Uh, Live now on LinkedIn. Sorry, on YouTube. I don't know, LinkedIn having some issue. Join now. That's it. Let's see who are joining. Let's see. Yes, people joining. It's good. And keep asking the question. I will just add the comment section on. Yes, comment section is on. Bro, which camera are you using right now? This camera, I hope you like the quality. It's Sony A6600. Okay, I bought around 3 year back. So it's from that time. Okay. So yeah, let's talk about the topic that I supposed to discuss today. It's about okay, some flies. Okay, it's about developer should they kind of move to DevOps, and this is a very common question these days, because just like today also 2 people, and yesterday also around I think 3 people ask the same question. Okay, so what is this? Why sudden this kind of move from like normal programming background or SD background to coming to cloud and DevOps? Okay, so let's talk about that. Should you do it? If yes, then how you should make the move? We'll talk about all that, but let's understand. Okay, to become a DevOps engineer, what are the things that you should have? Okay, first of all, now DevOps is a very vast field. Okay, and everyone have their own opinion about the definition or like the skill set and all that. So I have my opinion, and I've sharing from the last many years. Now, about DevOps engineer, you need to have a very good system, like hands-on system knowledge, specifically on Linux. If it's Windows that you are working with, say Windows OS, then of course Windows administration, PowerShell. If it's Linux, then Linux scripting. Then one programming, at least one cloud. Multi-cloud will be of course good. But if you are not from multi-cloud background, then one cloud, specifically the AWS, Azure, GCP. Okay, not that much demand, but still okay. If you have that skills, still there is demand. Okay, so this any of this major cloud, that will be good enough. And then infra as a code is there, configuration automation, which is updating the server different softwares, restarting them, upgrading them, patching them, all those things. Then the monitoring and logging is a very advanced stuff, not just basic. Even recently I read a post on, not post, this article on LinkedIn as well. So all these things you should know. Now, and of course, I think I missed maybe any one. Maybe it's a Python, maybe it's a Go, maybe it's Node.js, JavaScript. Any of the backend development knowledge will be good. Not very master level, but basic, medium level. I'm something basic, because you'll be, in interviews they will be giving you sometime easy, sometime medium, sometime tough. It depends from company to company, and that you have to solve. Okay, now the thing is that you have to have all this thing before becoming, or if you want to get a job as a DevOps engineer. Okay, now the challenge come for most of the people what I've seen so far. Like, everyone actually in Linux already, they're working in with a Linux system in their computer. Maybe it's MacBook or sometimes it's Windows, depend. But they have system kind of basic knowledge how to handle the system. Sometimes you have shell scripting knowledge also. But for the system administration, but many of them don't. I mean, I'm talking about the QA also or support engineers also. Many other people, okay, they don't have the programming very knowledge, or say they don't have a solid programming knowledge, okay, and that is the reason in many interviews they don't get the job because they fail the coding round, okay. And what is the advantage of the developers are that if you are from any top three, as I say, Python, then JavaScript, Node.js, or maybe Go, any of this background, okay, they will ask you whatever is your preferred language, you just solve the problem in your preferred language, okay. So that is what they're going to ask you. So if you're a developer, you still can crack the round, and of course there are other rounds, system, patching, upgrading, and all that knowledge also you should have. Based on all that, you crack the interview, get experience, and the moment you become very senior engineer, for example, 8, 9, or 10 experience in the later on in life, then of course you don't need to like think about all this kind of stuff. You are used to, and people will of course give you some more challenging opportunities, and you'll find out. If you're the senior guy, you will definitely find a way, okay, that's not a problem. But the question is that if you are a developer, should you even consider making a move to cloud and DevOps? And I will call it subjective, okay, because the guys I talked with them, they have a misconception. What is a misconception? And that's developers have lot of work, and cloud DevOps engineer guys are like a free guys. They're roaming around here and then they have a lot of time, which is not true. But I know it's a bit controversial, but the thing is that it's not like that. That you're a cloud engineer, DevOps engineer, you have the a lot of time and all that. It's not true. Okay, it's actually reverse. If you're a cloud DevOps engineer and if you're working for a service based, even for a product also, you will be working with so many things. You'll be, it's not just if you're a startup company and even they're hiring you as a cloud DevOps engineer, you will be, kind of forced or kind of be obliged to perform the programming also. It's not like that without programming and survive. Okay. And then that's the thing. But if you're just thinking of the service based, then there will be not single client. You'll be handling a lot. If you're thinking, okay, maybe if I go to service company as a cloud DevOps engineer, I'll be just working with maybe one client. No, that's not happen in reality. Okay, I'm in contact with a lot of people, a lot of companies, CEOs, employees, and all that, where all those guys are kind of service company and handling multiple clients, not a single client, because that way they cannot recover the cost per developer. Okay, so a developer have to handle sometime more than one at least, then 5, 6, 8, 12 kind of client. And think about handling just one client, handling one client's team. It's so much pain, so much things to do, and doing it for 5, 6, 8 clients. That means you are like kind of sacrificing your life in such a way that you have no work-life balance. And many people I've talked to, they don't have a work-life balance. Okay, I also didn't had it. If you think about just a few years back, okay, because I am some freelancer, right? So I'm handling a lot of more clients to maximize the profit, maximize my income, right? So that's the thing. So, but by the way, even I'm also cloud DevOps engineer, but I also work on development projects. So my philosophy is simple, okay. Wherever I'm getting the more money, I will go there. If it's a full stack development, I will do it. If it's a cloud and DevOps engineer, if I'm getting good there, I will just do it. Okay, it just depends how to like where I'm getting more. Okay, so that's the thing. And now, if you're a if you're a developer and thinking that a developer life is kind of they're sitting idle, it's the easy life. I would say don't think that way and come to cloud and DevOps field. You might find it disappointing. Okay, it's completely reverse. Okay, they have more tasks, they have more team to handle, they have a more stress to handle. Okay, that's the reality of the current field in cloud and DevOps. And another thing is that I think maybe not just one or two. I think three of them ask me that what is the job security of the cloud DevOps engineer, and I say, see, there are layoffs, there will be termination throughout the industry, and it's not that developers getting fired or say any other field. It's cloud and DevOps engineer also can get fired, and many examples are that. Let's just Google about it, you'll find it. Okay, so you also don't think that you become cloud DevOps engineer, you'll be never lay off. That's not happen. Okay. Yes, if you become a core member of a company, or you become a very core in like inseparable member, you can become if you're that good. Okay, then it's a separate matter. But otherwise, it's very unlikely that you will never get laid off. And you should not even think about layoff. Okay, you perform your work, you get skilled, you leave the company. Wow, who told you to stick with the company if the company is not good enough, right? So that should not be. You should have the option in your hand. Okay. Now, just to kind of a very give the basic thing, don't think cloud and DevOps engineers life is easy, so let's move from developer. No, now if you think about that, no, it's not about that. I just want to work with say more on the infrastructure side, more on the say cloud side, cloud application integration, or say cloud solution architecture, more on the cloud work you want to do, more on the say in CI/CD infra as a code, monitoring, or maybe team communication handling, all the things they are more interested in. You are more than welcome to become a cloud DevOps engineer. You have to think the difference. As a developer, you are building a say maybe application, product, something, and your job is to keep adding like developing things, keep adding features, or maybe work on new projects, right? As a DevOps engineer, your goal is to make sure that whatever product developers are building, that's moving to production faster. They have kind of whatever they need to support to make that happen faster. Any problem the developer need to know faster, and they need to fix it, and of course that solution also have to go faster to the production. Okay, that's like make things fast. Okay, because otherwise why they're hiring a DevOps engineer? To make things more automated, faster, more hassle free, right? That's the ultimate goal. And to do that, as a DevOps engineer, you do infra as a code, you do configuration automation, you do whatever the hell required to have to make that happen. Okay, that's the thing. If you're interested in that, feel free to come from developer to DevOps engineer, and that's what made me. Okay, and of course the partially money part, I say I'm getting more opportunity if I develop an application as a developer. If I'm getting the opportunity to host that application in a cloud application and doing DevOps, then that means that I'm getting the money as a kind of developer. I'm getting the money as a DevOps engineer. So it's both side I'm making money. Okay, that was my goal, and of course I love doing the cloud part, doing the automation, doing the infrastructure and all that. So that made the move. Okay, not because that's easy. I still just to make sure I do both. Okay, and I think Guru also agrees with me. Guru also do the both. So I do development, very core application development, mainly website, full stack application. If you don't believe me, I still work on React Native, React things. I still work on Node.js application backend, API development, Go API development. There's recently even I work on the Rust API development for a client. So I do experiment with all the programming languages. And negative point of this is that I am more likely to fail in the coding rounds, to be honest. Okay. Um, oh, okay. So if you want, you can join the call. Yeah, Guru, please let me share a link with you. Okay. I think Guru is available. So Guru also can join. It will be a good thing if Guru join. So let me kind of invite Guru. Let's see. So I will just give a link to Guru, and let's see if Guru can join. It will be even better. Anyway, while Guru join, let's continue. So I'm just Guru. I've sent the link. If you want to join, please do join this. It will be great to talk with you. Okay. Okay. Now, great. While Guru is joining, let's just continue the conversation. And of course, let's see. Okay. So yeah, just to give you, the thing that okay, if you just like I told you, right? If you have the urge, okay, Guru is joining, and let me add Guru. Hey, Guru, can you hear me? Huh? I think you're mute. You're mute, Guru, or maybe I made you mute. Let me see. Uh, Your voice is not coming. Maybe you're mute. Just unmute yourself. Oh, I think I muted you. I mean, you're muted by me. Give me 1 minute. Just a moment. In the sound levels. So, if I want to make the Guru, can you talk?
Hello, testing.
Yeah, now it's coming. All
Yeah.
good. Ah, what a quality, man. You change the background or it's all good?
No, yeah, I changed the background and
Mm.
I fine-tuned my webcam.
Good, good, good. How mic I'm looking is good. This is an anonymous call, but
Yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah, no, the thing is, uh, I'm doing. I was in India for 6 weeks and just
Mm.
came back on Sunday.
Oh, great, great. Okay, so what do you think about? I mean, many people, developers are thinking that cloud and DevOps engineer life is easy. What do you say?
No, it's not. Trust me, it's not. The thing is, as you mentioned,
Mm.
your our thinking that the other side of the park is greener
Yes,
is never the case,
yes.
right? So the thing is, it's all about two things.
Mm.
One is your passion, second is the money, obviously.
I was telling that money part because I mean if you're handling a lot more complex things, you expect that you get paid more, right? I mean,
Yeah.
for me it was mainly, as I say, that I was doing the development and client asking most of the cases, Sandeep, can you find a DevOps engineer, cloud engineer? I say, look, I can learn. So I learned it. Now I was like, say, I can do development for yourself and I can do
Mhm.
hosting and kind of and all the DevOps stuff. So I get paid for the two things, development plus the that thing. So that's what my goal was.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Mm,
So, see, if you look at me, I do literally everything: application development,
mm,
DevOps, engineering, support,
mm,
whatever. The thing is, as long as you are upskilling and then you are learning more and you are paid a decent salary or decent income,
mm.
for example, it's mine is salary, yours is income because
Yes.
you're a freelancer.
Exactly.
It's all depends on, and also it's not only about money. It's also like, okay, if I'm paid 5 crores, am I going to work 24/7? Most probably not.
Yes.
I would say if I'm paid a decent salary
Mm.
and if I work 8 to 10 hours a day and still have family life, I would rather go for that because why are we making money in the first case for our
Yes.
family, right?
And even I was talking with my fellow senior developer. We were talking like, see, are you making money to like, are you making a living to make a money, or are you making money? I mean, making money to live a life. I mean, what is your
Exactly.
goal? Like, okay, you are thinking of moving here and there, whatever the thing you choose,
Mm,
you should be thinking, of course, make a better money and better work life balance also. People miss that work life balance. They say very huge money, of course. There are sometimes most of the cases, of course, there will be good responsibilities, but you have to talk
mm,
it out. You have to make sure the employer or the manager know that you have a personal life also. What happening these days, even I'm telling you, like,
mm,
you're working 8 hours and the manager, say the company CEO is small, basically for the small farm or mid farm, I've seen that they're asking
mm,
complete this by tomorrow, you go to home and do it, not like
mm,
take rest or say you are
mm.
you are our valuable resource. Now, not every company does that. I know many good companies are there, but if you think about the ratio, majority companies, small companies and mid companies, they exploit the employees to, like, say, you're a
Well, the
developer.
thing is, it depends. What you
Mm,
have said is correct.
mm,
See, it also depends on the employee's employer
mm.
and employee country's laws.
Yes.
For
Yeah.
example, if you work in Germany,
Mm.
you tell them to work more than
Cannot.
40 hours, you are sued.
Yes, yes, yes. I
And
know
you
that
can't
one.
tell them, yeah.
And not just Germany, I think in the European region, in the US also, very
Well,
strict.
it depends. Eastern European Italy, they don't take it seriously, but
Mm,
German take it very, very seriously.
mm,
Now, in UK, depends. Some
mm,
companies exploit you, but most of the company don't because
mm,
they are afraid of the loss.
mm. Right.
Yes, and but the thing is, it's up to you to keep your boundaries.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes. You have
that's
to
one
be
of the
vocal
reasons.
about
I
it.
used to work for Goldman Sachs. I made a lot of money, but then after 2 years, I left. Why? because I know that okay, I make a lot of money, but then what if my wife decides to leave me or my daughter doesn't talk to me? What's the point? Yeah.
Exactly.
So I just quit,
Mm,
and I took a more senior leadership role,
mm,
uh, but it was not contract. So the money was a bit less, and I became head of DevOps for Tribal
mm,
Volkswagen. And I was in a senior position, but I was not doing much coding. I was doing more management. And
mm,
then I became a senior architect at Wipro, where it was more into management. I started as a senior
mm.
architect, but in 2.5 years, I was managing a team of like 100 plus. And if you're managing a team of 100 plus, you don't get the hands-on thing.
Yes,
So I
yes.
was kind of
You're more
losing
busy
it,
on managing
and
things.
thankfully,
Yeah.
yeah, and thankfully, Do It came, and they offered me a role which I absolutely love. So and the thing is, I don't have to go to office. They give me t-shirts, trousers, shoes,
and
socks.
and this position, sorry for interrupt, this position in Do It, I mean, is that a manager role or you're just as a developer?
I no manager. I
Nothing.
don't have any direct reports. No,
Okay,
none,
okay.
zero.
So
And
you're
I report.
mm. Sorry, sorry, go
I'm
on.
an individual contributor.
Okay, individual
I'm an
contributor.
individual
It's good.
contributor. I'm an
So you
IT,
make things.
and I'm also at the junior most level.
Mm.
So yeah, means I chose it that way. But remember, I'm paid very well for
Mm,
my. The thing
mm.
is, your title and your salary is not relevant into it.
Oh.
Okay, so you can be a senior architect or an architect, but your salary may be less than some other engineer because he or she has decided that he doesn't want the title, but he
Mm,
wants the money. It's all about negotiations.
exactly. The
But
organizations
of
will figure
course,
out.
directors and
They are
regional
making high,
are
of
paid
course,
more.
of course,
But
of course.
the thing is, where in my previous role I used to work crazy hours because I was head of Middle East, Europe, and one big account in US.
Mm,
And because the Middle East work on Sundays, sometimes I
wow.
just come back from badminton. Yeah.
And then you have
Okay.
to work.
My sound level is low. Okay. Let
Is
me
it?
increase.
Let me make it. I think I can make it from maybe. Okay,
Yeah.
I can make it bigger. Okay, no worries.
Okay.
Just a
Because
moment.
I think Shibu was saying my voice is
No,
low.
your was coming fine to me, but I'll just make sure
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Exactly. I also increased my gain.
No
So,
worries.
so I was working crazy hours, and one fine day, my missus said, like, I was having a meeting with my managers, and she popped in and said, "Guru does not work on Sundays," and she stormed off. And I know that my time has come, and 3 months later, I quit. So,
Mm,
so my suggestion is,
mm,
money can buy you a lot of things, but it cannot buy happiness.
mm. True.
See, when I came to your home,
Mm,
yeah, I would easily, rather than staying in the gorgeous, whatever it was, like the resort, I would easily sleep in your
today,
what
house.
the veranda in the second floor, whatever you call,
Oh,
where your the
yeah.
the top floor, man, the top
Mm.
floor, where your yeah. I would rather sleep there and he have the lovely food from your missus and your mom. No second thoughts, right?
Yeah.
Why? Because it's the enjoyment. Like you showed your setup, we went to other one. Yeah, I was shit scared when you took me in the scooter because I never had the scooter for a long time. So that's what
Mm,
enjoys me. See,
mm.
if I wanted, I could have become a very senior person and maybe made a little bit more money. But then people think that going upper means less work. Actually, it's not.
Not
Going
exactly.
upper means you have not only developers but plus. And the thing is, people think that the junior most are the people who get
Mm.
fired first. No, actually not. It's either the CEO or the middle manager who gets fired first. Only then they go
Ah,
to the last bottom. That's
true.
the people.
And
Okay,
another.
the thing is, what they say is a
Mm,
middle manager who's making, maybe senior manager who's making like 50, 60
mm.
lakhs. If they fire one person, they can save 10 people at the bottom.
Exactly. And if you see, I mean, even I was talking with a few people also. They are also very scared of these layoffs. Okay, they're actually they recently moved to cloud philosophy and saying, "Oh, why this happening? We are scared what to do next in our career and how to become kind of such a person that you don't have to fear from the layoff because we are fearing." Okay, and I say, what is your level of the experience and how much you're getting paid, that defines your layoff. Okay, that's the
Exactly.
reality. People miss it. Okay, and of course the value to the project that you're working with the company. AI, for example, if you're working in say OpenAI, they will never leave you, because the moment you
Hmm.
leave and you're in another company, that means they're making the law. I mean, you're there, all the KT going to other company. They don't want that. They will pay you
Exactly.
more because that's
Exactly.
the project scope, that's the funding they have. Now if you work
Yeah.
for a company that's making the losses and they cannot
Hmm.
survive themselves, they will fire, of course. It's all
Yeah.
based on the company performance, project, your pay level, because in a company not doing well, they will first fire the most highest paid and non-critical
Exactly.
role. That's how they select the people. Okay, not
Exactly.
random. It's they take the
Yeah.
least random,
The thing
but
is,
nothing is
people.
random. Yeah.
So my suggestion is for
Mm,
people who are scared,
mm.
don't be scared. Number one. Number two, if you are capable, success will follow.
Yes, that's also I
Uh,
believe.
yeah, Mr. There's a famous person called Ranchor Das Chanchar who said that. Yeah, Mr. Rancho. Number three, I'll give you my humble career. I've been in UK for the last 23 years. I had never been with a job. Never. Yeah. There was only one time when I decided I don't want a job for 3 months. I didn't take it. Apart from that, and if you look at my history in LinkedIn, I have switched like 14 jobs.
And
Yeah.
while talking about that, people think that if they make too many switches, their career might crumble or they might not get
So the
hired.
thing is, if you look at mine, I spent at least 2 years
Mm.
somewhere.
1 or 2 year.
2 years is just about right. 2 to 3 years is just about. Say what they say is, don't stay in the same role for 2.5, 3 years. You can stay in the same company, but if you are moving up a different role for every 2, 3 years, then it's fine. But don't sit in the same position for more than 2.5, 3 years. No, then you may become stagnant. Yeah. So the water should, as they say, the water should keep flowing. If the water becomes stagnant, then mosquitoes will come and then it will become infectious.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's
Yes.
what you need to do. And number three is, if you are critical, as you mentioned, and
Mm.
you're upskilling. So if you remember in my first sentence, I won't move, I will do both.
Mm.
So if I'm in developer, if see, I started as a Java developer for Fidelity Investments. Yeah. Then while doing that, I learned their data center. At that time, there was no much cloud. I
Mm.
learned their data center servers, this and that, and build. And then suddenly we went into this DevOps engineering. Yeah.
Yes.
So, and then when I learned, and then when I went contracting in investment banks, there is no separate DevOps team. There is no separate development team. You have to do bloody everything. Yeah,
Mm.
most of the time. At least not the DBA things, but most of the things you have to configure. So, yeah, exactly.
And I
So,
think one question came actually while we're talking about that from Rhythm. Okay. Saying that in same context, okay, I'm fresher. Nowhere I can find a job in DevOps. Nowhere. How to get into cloud engineering and DevOps as a fresher? I think Guru
okay,
first give your
I'll,
opinion. I will give mine. Yeah, we'll give
okay.
our both separate
Okay.
opinion.
You give your opinion first, then
Okay,
I'll
okay.
talk.
So what I will say that if I mean you of course try as a do okay, cold DM has a very good power. People miss it actually. Do cold DMs, like do email in links. You have the emails and all that, right? Make your own list of people, own list of companies, HR. Cold email them, apply different companies. At least try 3 6 months. I will say at least that much. Keep upskilling and do that. If you are not getting hired in that particular position, think about other alternative ways. Okay, or what about alternative ways? If you become a developer, as I was saying in the beginning, you have higher scope, because in the coding round will get easily passed. And if you have additionally system kind of system management, say, or admin skills, plus the infra as a code, which is, if you're a developer, it will be very very easy to learn all that and quickly implement. And of course the cloud, Okay, but the programming kind of, because you already know programming, because already you know software development workflow, then can make you, even when you join to DevOps, you'll get a better pay. So if you're not finding direct path, go by the indirect way, via first as a developer or maybe system admin, fine, and then you move to the DevOps or cloud and DevOps role. Okay, that's one way. I think now Guru, you should give your opinion. He want both the
Okay.
opinion.
Okay.
Yes.
So, see, as a fresher,
Mm.
rhythm, uh, I don't want to use this language, but this is the reality. Beggars cannot be choosers.
That's how I felt. Okay, that's exactly how I felt when.
Mm,
And by the way, just give you a background. I did distance MCA. Okay, and
mm,
people think it's a useless thing, and they're
mm,
right in many ways. I will not too much negative instead, because I never go to college. I just very less, and I just somehow read and pass it. Okay, that's not how anyone expect, and people know that.
mm,
Okay, and they don't value just the degree and nothing else. Okay, and that's why I focus so much on the skills. Even though I had
mm,
skill, in the beginning, you don't have too many skills. You're learning. You don't know anything about the world that you're going
mm,
to thrown into. Okay,
mm,
that time I felt that, okay, if I was actually, of course, trying to get in a better opportunities, but
mm,
everybody, and specifically since you're in Kolkata, Ritam, okay, okay, you're staying in Barasat, you should meet me, man. I'm in Kolkata. You can just DM me, and maybe will definitely meet. Okay. So as I was saying, in Kolkata specifically, because I'm from the Kolkata, right? So what happened, as a fresher, I tried, and many people actually, Guru also might shock that the first salary I was getting is 1,000 rupees. Okay, per month, and that too was not enough. I had to pay 2,000 more from my parents to cover the traveling cost. This is because of this particular thing that Ritam saying. Everybody want what? Experience. Okay.
mm,
Now, if you don't get a work, how can you get experience? It's like a chicken and egg situation. But that's how the reality works. So you have to sacrifice. Okay. You have to, at the
yeah.
beginning, just think of your beginning going through hell. Okay. Sacrifice a lot. And don't expect, if you're from IIT, NIT, it's a different. You are a beast. If you're not,
Uh,
think about, you didn't have that. You don't have that. Accept the reality. You
mm,
start from very basic, 1,000, 2,000. I think basic now, Kolkata also 5 to 10,000. That's very basic. We are talking about 10 years back, right? And now
mm,
the pricing in is everything, it should be 10,000. Now you should
yeah.
get it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
So,
yeah, go
yeah.
with that much. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So, my suggestion is,
Mm,
unfortunately, in India or even in the southeast
mm,
of Asia,
mm,
there is this bad culture that you need experience for you to get a job, or else if you
mm.
take a break, if you are on maternity leave, or if you take a break, or if you don't have good marks, you are considered not good. As they say, if you already have a job, you'll get 10 offers. If you don't have a job, you don't get any offers. That's what it is, unfortunately.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. So what you need to do is take a job which will give you an appointment letter and give you some salary. Trust me, this will help you a lot in your career. Take a job. You're not going to stay in this job for like years and years. No. Just stay, go into a corporate environment, understand the corporate environment, and in the side, learn. There is no one stopping you not to learn. When I started at Fidelity, what did I do? I learned the stuff on the side because the
Mm.
infrastructure was there. And nowadays, cloud is so much, resources are free. You
Yes,
can use
yes.
that.
And then I think most of the
So,
cloud providers, they have their training platform also. If you think about AWS have their own training. It's completely free of cost. I think Azure
yeah,
and Google must have their own
yeah,
also.
Google also has. And if you need one, please ping me and I'll give you a lot of
Mm.
skill
Yes.
boost. I think if you search for skill boost, that's it
Mm.
for AWS and GCP both, right? So take up a job. This 10,000 or 5,000 salary at least will go through
Yes.
for your food and for some
Traveling.
learning,
Yes, yes.
some learning resources. I assume that you're not married. That's
Yeah,
assumption. Yeah,
fresher. If a fresher get married, it's a hell.
hell,
No, yes,
exactly.
it's not the case. I think
Yeah.
yes,
So
same.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Then do one thing. Don't remain, means I don't like people who say, how can I be a DevOps engineer, how can I be a cloud engineer?
Mm.
Don't think, how can I be a good engineer?
Mm,
Remove that specification, cloud, DevOps. No. How can I be a very good engineer who
mm.
can solve problems? Then you will become a millionaire like Sandeep.
Yeah,
That is,
don't make it public, man.
yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Or
good.
you can become a okay
Yeah.
person like Guru. Okay person
Mm.
like Guru. Yeah.
No, you're not
So,
a good person. You're in UK. You're making also. I know. So okay, this good engineer who have enough. Let's say that
exactly.
much.
Exactly. So I'm not talking even about
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
Remember, a decent salary which can make your life comfortable.
Mm,
And after some level, it doesn't matter whether you make 3 crores or 10 crores,
mm.
right? What you want is, as I mentioned, the more senior you go, it becomes a pain.
Exactly.
Yeah. So my suggestion is remain at a level where it is comfortable for you,
Mm,
you also enjoy, and you have a good family life.
yes.
And remember, maybe in 10 years, DevOps and SRE may not be there anymore.
Yes, it will be something new all together. I mean,
Yeah, nothing
SRE and
but
all
a
these
new.
DevOps term, by the way, last 5 years you see the SRE because Google started calling SRE, right?
Uh,
Before that, it was not there suddenly, and in
yeah.
future, in next 5 years, you're going to see something new terms coming up.
Yeah.
So
So nowadays, all this CI/CD templating is
mm,
taken over by platform engineering.
yes.
Yes. So why do you stop at only being a cloud engineer, or
Mm,
why are you stopping a DevOps engineer? If I know how to make chicken,
mm,
I am sure if you put more effort, you can make chicken biryani.
yes.
And if you make chicken biryani and you know how to make a salad, I'm sure with the same ingredients, you can make a kebab also. Yeah. So of course the first time it will fail. So what?
Mm.
If you think I have not failed in my job or Sandeep has not failed, that's not true.
I mean,
Everyone fails.
just to give away a hint, okay, Rhythm specifically. I at the when I was a fresher, I tried more than 50. I'm sure of that. Okay, I
Mm,
got only two. Okay, one asking me to work for free, and another was giving me 1,000. So
mm,
okay, at least I'm getting 1,000 join there. It was in
mm,
sector no, bus number 60 something. Okay, sector 5. It was the company called Software Mini. The company closed now, but that time
mm,
I worked there 1,000 rupees per month. Okay, then they make it 3,000, and later they make it 6,000. And I left the
mm.
company. So just giving example. Okay, that's how I started. So I think first challenge, Ritam or any fresher watching this video, is to get the job first, because the more at least 1 or 2 get a good experience, you will see more like more companies, more job opening up for you, and you get a better salary. Okay, maybe 20, 40. If you're very good at it, you will crack many things. But if you're not that level, of course, it will take some time to grabs the market, grabs the how the market, how the job, how the life works. Basically, you're new to life. Okay, in the work life and all that. So you understand, you keep understanding bits and bits. That is, one day you will be top of your game. Yes, I think you're okay. You're okay. I think Naguru,
No,
you're
I
saying
was
something.
telling Alexa to stop her mouth. She was talking a lot. So I was telling Alexa to stop.
Okay, Alexa, not we're not able to hear Alexa. Don't worry.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
Do you have any other questions?
I think not that, but one very good question from support person, and I'm telling many support person actually, kind of reaching out to me. Sandeep, I got fired. I have 2 months baby to fit. I mean, an awful lot of expenses. Sandeep, I am on the road if I don't have something. I
Mm.
say, you didn't have saving. And that person like, I never thought of having saving. I just got 1 year job. I got married. I never have a baby. I say,
Okay.
you got a tough
See,
life,
I'll
man.
tell you something. Okay, I'll tell you, like, take my example.
Mm,
Yeah. I was contracting for a heck, means if
mm,
somebody knows
mm,
Goldman Sachs contractors make a shitloads of money.
mm,
Yeah. But even then, I did not spend it like, okay, if I'm making heck lot
mm.
of, I'll spend. No. There is a golden rule. 60% you should definitely spend
Yes.
of what you earn. 20% should be for saving, and 10% should be for emergencies. Yeah. So what happens is you're saving 30 to 35% as saving, and 10 of them. By the end of the year, you will have enough threshold that even if you lose a job, you will have 3 to 6 months salary, which will you can live a comfortable life. And remember, if you are struggling financially, you cannot concentrate on job hunting. You have to do that. See, what I can do is technically I can leave my job now and not do much. But no. And the thing is, that thing will remain in your brain. So you have to save. But if, okay, that is an ideal situation. My suggestion is you should always keep a threshold when you have a job or not have it. You say, okay, if I'm having a job, I will have this threshold. Even if I go above that, only then I'll start to spend more. For
Yeah.
example, if I have, let's say, 10,000 rupees in my current account, I will not do anything. Normal credit card, normal one or two food outside, and maybe once in a while pizza orders. But if I have maybe, let's say, 15,000 pounds in saving, means after credit card, everything is paid off, that is, yeah. Then I will go, okay, let's plan for a holiday in 6 months' time, which will be pan European. Remember, pan European flights are very cheap for me.
Mm.
I can go to Switzerland for 20,000,
Rupees.
sorry, 2,000, uh, uh, sorry, uh, sorry, 200 pounds. It is,
Talk about Indian money. We are not in the
okay,
pounds.
okay, okay, okay. So flight will be 300 pounds. So 300 into
21,000,
10,
I think, right?
30,
Average.
30 no, it's 100 pounds. So
Ah,
30,000, 30,000. Yeah,
yeah, oh,
pounds is
30,000.
100.
Still cheaper. From
Yeah.
India, it's 80,000, right?
Yeah.
60,000.
So
So it's okay.
me, for all three of us, the
Mm.
flight only is 30,000 rupees for three of us, which is the return. Yeah, for Switzerland. Or if I go to Germany, it's even cheaper. Yeah, or if I go to Austria. So if I go there and don't stay in a five-star hotel, I'll plan for that. But in 6 months, if I have more saving, I'll go instead of a three-star hotel, I'll stay at a four-star hotel. But never in a five-star hotel. No, it's not worth it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
so that's what it is.
Okay.
So
I
my
think, yeah,
suggestion,
that's one thing that's there. Another very kind of very good question that support roles will be there in the future of AI. What do you think?
yes and no.
Yes. Why
See,
is the
I'll
no?
tell you, yeah, no in no, most of the companies, no
So
in most of the
how many
companies.
percentage? 90%?
No, I would say 60 to 70% will
Okay,
go.
70%. Say max. I think of the
Why
max.
I'm saying this is 70. See,
Hmm.
DevOps or
Hmm.
whatever you support do, they support a business. Please understand, software development is done for a business.
Hmm.
What kind of business? For example, if it's a banking system, financial system, all these are predefined rules. So you can automate them.
Hmm.
But if you work for a company like manufacturing, like cars,
Hmm.
where R&D happens all the time, so
Right.
support will be different. Because what repair happens today for petrol cars or diesel car will be totally different for support for electric cars.
Hmm.
Their systems are totally different. The third one is for medical. Let's say if you work for Siemens medical or MRI or something like that, your jobs will not go because testing and support takes years, even if the product is stopped, because you cannot leave it because they have to tune, get
Hmm.
the data and the thing because of all the things. So, but even in support, if you do very basic thing like automatic patching of the VMs, then your jobs are going to go. Anything which is repeatable will go in 7 8 years time. Not immediately.
Yeah,
AI
I
is
also think so.
taking
Not
over.
immediately, but see, you're
Uh,
getting the vibe, you're getting the heat. Right? Already, I mean, if
yeah.
you think about a lot of people actually already lost the job because of the AI, specifically support person. For example, a website, e-commerce site, or say
Mm.
many wherever, because now the chat agents become so intelligent, they are
Mm.
behaving human like. See the chat GPT Omni, for example,
Uh,
that's a marvelous. People if not use it, it can of course just like it's more behaving like a real human. Okay.
exactly.
And if you just ask talk to us, say convert, say we're having conversation, you are speaking in another language, say Telugu or something, and I'm speaking say Bengali, it can constantly translate to English. Like
Yeah.
I saw that, that's surprising. If that they can do it, they can do
Mm.
wonders, of course.
Exactly. I'll tell you,
Hmm.
we are Google and AWS partners, premier
Hmm.
partner.
Mm.
So we get a lot of things for internal things.
Mm.
And if you are a paid customer, if you're a paying customer, in Google Console, you get something called Gemini 1.5.
Mm.
In public, it's only Gemini 1.4, but you get Gemini 1.5. And the only thing is, for example, if my Kubernetes is not working, you go to the Gemini console and say, please find what is the problem. It goes into the Kubernetes cluster, and it's because it's mutual authentication. You will go
Yeah.
and try to find out on what's the problem, and they
Yes, I
tell me
think.
this
Yeah.
real problem. So you see, but it cannot solve most of the time.
Yes. Yes.
It tries to do it, but
Mm.
it doesn't solve.
Yeah.
So people have to think themselves. You have to be self-aware. Am I going to be redundant in 2 3 years time if what the job I'm doing is doing? You have to be self-aware. Please, guys, mm, you only you can take care of your career. Sandeep or Guru will not come to take care of your career.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
that's the even your mom and dad or your wife or your brother will not come to take care of your career. The only thing they will see, if you do well for yourself, people will come. If you don't do yourself well, they will not come. Successful people only attract people. That's what it is, unfortunately. So my suggestion is work a little bit hard. Look at Sandeep. He works like, I wouldn't say crazy, but almost
Yes.
crazy. Look at me. I get up at 4:30 early in the morning. By 5 o'clock, I'm ready. 5 to 8, self study. 8 to 9, prepare for the work. 9 to 6, or whatever is the work. Then relax for some time. Then study for 1 or 2 hours, or go out or do. So, for minimum 3 hours in a day, I study. And I chat with Sandeep, Shubham, this and that, and not the same thing. I do while I'm talking to him and he was talking, I was doing some coding fixing here. So that's life. So please understand, you have to be self-aware and self-upskilling so that you, for example, there is a good website called daily.dev.
Mm. Yes, good,
Yeah.
good. You can update it. I mean, I also,
Huh.
it's my default, by the way, it's my default Chrome tab. The moment I say
Uh,
new tab, it's opened.
yeah,
But I want to
exactly.
get
It's the
stay
same
updated,
idea.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
think
what happens with
one thing,
daily.dev?
while we go through all that, Rishabh said one thing is, I think you should also think that he got the job as in Jetpack as an ERP developer. Okay. Now, if you think about that, ERP developer is actually not related to the cloud and DevOps, not that, right?
No.
ERP is a different thing, entire different thing. Okay, it's more
Yeah.
of the support and all that, like, or maybe feature development.
Yeah.
So
So my suggestion is,
yeah,
if you're not happy with the job you're doing, just tell your managers that you're not happy and you are looking something else
yeah.
in the long
Basically,
term.
I
Say, I
think
want it now. You
yeah,
can say in the long term, say, I don't want to do this because,
maybe
for
after six
example,
seven
you're
months you
doing
can make the stream change.
yeah. So, like for example,
Mm.
if you're doing a project, say that in 1 year's time, I want to be out of this project
Yes, yes,
because
yes.
there is no scope. Yeah, just tell your manager.
Yeah,
So at least
if
they
you
know that
talk
there is.
about the internal teams and all that, then ask them like, say, can I join the development, like,
Uh,
original web development or say cloud development, any kind of thing that I'm interested in my skill set or key things. I think if they have it, they will allow. If they
they
don't,
will
they
do
will.
it.
Of course,
Yeah.
they can't.
And
So
the thing is,
yes.
see, don't take it personal.
Mm.
Remember, your manager also has some numbers to
Mm.
see. If a manager says no, doesn't mean that he hates you. No,
Yeah, yeah. It
it is just
depends.
sometimes the company's policies or the company's business model. For example, if you go to SAP Germany and you say, I want to work in cloud, they will go, no,
Yes, they hire for you
no.
that.
Yeah,
They hire you just for that. Okay, so they have the
yeah,
requirements and they want you to fulfill that.
exactly. So don't. So my suggestion is, if you go to a goldsmith
Mm.
and ask for iron, you will not get iron. You will only get gold.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah. And if
that's
you go
what.
to a blacksmith and ask for gold, no, he will hit you with a rod and tell you to go away.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. So
and
please, please, don't only do your job. Look, as Sandeep mentioned, he started with a developer for 1,000 rupees.
yes,
I'm sure he makes
PHP
more than
developer.
that in
That's it. PHP developer I started as a. But
exactly.
I was
Yeah.
lucky actually. Okay, in terms of getting, I'm telling you, even if you get paid less, you should join. If you don't have option, I'm saying that if you don't have any option, you're trying so hard, you don't have option, you're getting hired as a cheap labor for a company, you do it.
Hmm.
You can join there and you could be lucky to get. I was lucky to get many good, you can say, the seniors were there. They kind of, Sandeep, sit with me, see, just observe what I'm doing, you try to learn from that. How many
Yeah,
developers will do that, right? They will say, no, go
yeah,
away, I have work to do. No, they say,
mm,
I mean, and proud to take the name is Alida. Okay, I'm not in contact because of course they have their life, I have mine, but
mm,
I still remember the name. Alida was saying, Sandeep, sit here. In Bengali say bosh hoye kane, just sit here and see what I'm doing. So
uh,
it was a good thing. And then same, Mona Lisa madam was there at that time, and they say, Sandeep, don't, and you don't, if you didn't bring food, have the food from us. So these are the seniors where they will take care
yeah,
of you, you take care of them whenever there is chance, and that is there, and you learn from them. So
yeah,
it will
exactly.
make this thing
And
like.
look at me, look at me. So what happened is, I was campus selected by Himanshu. I
Mhm.
don't want to use his full name for obvious reasons. And then what happened is, I was campus selected, by the way, 8 months in advance. So good. And I joined his group. Within 6 months, sorry, within a year, he told me, Guru, what are your career ambitions? I said, I don't want to be a manager. I want to be a developer for my life, or technical. I don't want to be a full. He said, then India is not a good career for you. What I will do you is send you to London for 3 months and see what you can do. I
Mm.
came to London for 3 months and never went back. It has been 23 years now. So the thing is, you need to be on the good books of your managers too. Don't think that your managers are bad people. No,
Yeah.
they are also there to do their jobs. They have to deliver something because they need to also have a career. They also need to make money, right? If
Yes.
they take one, they cannot make everyone happy. No, that's not possible. Everyone. So even if you are an ERP developer, learn on the side. Who's telling you not you not be able to learn? There's so many resources. Talk to Sandeep, talk to me. We will give you all the free
Yeah.
resources which we have and how we learn.
See,
Unless you
now actually,
yourself,
if you think about Guru, resource about that, ChatGPT made that thing, even the ChatGPT 4 Omni, that is free. And you go and ask what the hell question that you have, and it is answering better than books. Okay.
yeah,
Unfortunately, that's truth.
mm,
Some might not agree,
exactly,
some disagree, is fine. But what I have observed, it's giving better replies than a book. It's giving better knowledge, in-depth knowledge than I can get in the other sites. So I'm learning.
exactly, yeah,
It's the AI era. You either use it, make you grow, either you go against it and you perish. That's the thing
exactly.
gonna happen. So
Yeah,
learn
that's
from
exactly,
the resources, whatever resources you have. Okay, just go to
yeah,
Google, go to chatbots. Good, somehow you learn it. Okay, other you don't have option.
yeah.
That's the thing.
Okay.
I think
Any other
one
question?
one question was there actually. I have 2 years of like from Sakshi Palkar. That's I have 2 years of experience, 1 year DevOps experience. Now, what level of question I will get in the interview? I think it's just basic.
It
Yeah.
depends. It depends. So, for example, see, I'll tell you something, Sakshi ji. Number one, whenever I go to the interview, na, you need to drive the interview. Number one, yeah. Go to the spec, and when the first question will be, tell me something about yourself. Give an introduction. Don't say, I am Guru Murthy. I have 23 years of experience. I've been a Java developer. I've
Mm.
been this and that. If you are being interviewed for a cloud architect, make only relevant questions for cloud architect. Don't go sideways. Number two, yeah, when you introduce yourself, don't show too many skills. Just keep to a little what is relevant and keep quiet. Let them ask, because if you say too many things means they expect that you know too much and they will start asking questions which are too hard for a 1 or 2 years experience person. Yeah. And the thing is, if you don't know the answer, don't say I don't know. That's a very bad answer response. Let's say, for example, um, Sandeep asks me interview. Let's assume Sandeep is interviewing me for a AWS developer or a engineer, and they said, "Tell me what is the difference between NACL and security groups." I
Mm.
would say both are for network management, but one is stateful and one is stateless, and because the way it works, right? So that's what it is. That's it. Don't say can go into the console, you can click on this, you have to develop the port. No, don't. If they ask and give. Now, if they ask, okay, how it is stateful or stateless, or what is the difference, you can say NACL is for this one, but security group is for port. source IP, destined IP, and all those things. That's it. Number two, it also depends on what, for example, when I get a spec, yeah, if I get a spec, that is, look at the job specification and read it 5 times at least, not once, 5 times, and look at the words which is repeated. If it's repeated, study those parts very well.
Mm.
And number three is try to understand what they are saying. Don't try to put Sakshi on top of the job spec. No, put the job spec on Sakshi and say whether I fit this or not. If you fit, then you say, okay, what do I, then I'll, okay, I need to do this, this. If I do all this, then they will give me the job. That is how you should come. Don't say, if I know Ansible, I'll talk about Ansible. No. Remember, they are hiring you to do a job for them. They are not here to hire Sakshi to pay her a lot of salary. No, that's not the point. So you have to fit into those. So try to answer those which will fit. And
Mm.
obviously, you may not know one or two. Say, sir, in my current experience, if you look at my CV, this is all the experience I have. This is unfortunately the things you're asking now. I didn't have the opportunity to learn. But I think it is similar to this one. Can I answer this and see if it's correct? And try to give the answer, even if it's wrong, they will look at your attitude and go, at least she's trying to do
Yes.
something. Don't say, I don't know. Don't say that. That's a very bad. And remember, if you have only 2 years experience and he's asking me, how would you do, what are different types of deployment, how would you do an HA, and how would you do SSL certificate without all automated way, then the person who's asking you the question is irrelevant to you. Then there is
Mm.
nothing you can do about it. Sometimes they are being unrealistic. Then
Yes,
there is nothing you
I
can do
have seen a lot of those people
about
who are
it.
kind of very senior and just flaunting that I'm senior than you. झुक के रहो भाई
Yeah,
मेरे सामने.
yeah,
There will be a lot of type of people. There are good people who will genuinely ask you good question, and there will be
mm,
not so good people who will be asking very bad questions. And I mean, question means
exactly.
like they also maybe don't know, just saw from some other interview questions and asking you, or maybe
Exactly.
something that in their job they have learned maybe late in their career, and they're
Uh,
asking to verify in the same level or not. So that kind of thing.
yeah,
So
that's
you
it.
will get both, but handle. You just need
So
to
handle it,
learn to
handle it.
handle.
And thing is, guys, please understand, failure is part
Yeah.
of your success.
Yes. Yes.
See, everybody can't be Sandeep. Everybody can't be Guru. Everybody can't be um, XYZ, right? The thing is, if you think that Sandeep has already always seen success, no.
Yeah.
Has
Never.
Guruji always seen success? No. I'm I'm a bit lucky to be like now coming back to London because I've gone through a lot of medical operations. I'm sure a lot of people don't know this. Um, if I show my left leg, you will go, holy muck, why are you doing a job? Just fix that first. Yeah. So my suggestion is if you have enough food, good health, and a good family life, there is nothing better than that. So please take care of your health. And once you are in good health, you can do any job. Remember, we work to live. We don't live to work. That's the
Yes.
difference.
But
Please.
that's a different fact for this junior people. Okay, don't take it seriously.
Exactly. Yeah,
I know
exactly.
Guru say that. I think I'm also I also say the thing. But junior people or say the freshers, you have to work like hell to get
Ah,
your feet. Because see,
yeah,
if you guys work very hard at the beginning of the level of your life, you will be very comfortable position rest of the life. Okay, that's
exactly.
the
Yeah,
thing. I mean, don't take it. Okay, there will be, of course you have to have the work life balance, your family and all that. Before you make your own family, I'm talking about the wife and daughter, say child and all that, you should have worked enough, you should have savings enough, you should have seen enough, then you make
exactly.
that thing. Otherwise no, you don't have a
Don't
life.
exactly, exactly. Unless you're already you married your sweetheart in your college, then it's different. Yeah.
Now that's a common, but don't get married till you are stable.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You just work hard. Make a repo, make a brand. I say make a brand. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. One post I made. Okay. And it's a very funny story. One post I had made around 6 years back, and one client. That time it was not my client. Just saw that post. Sandeep, You talked about brand. Why? I say, see,
Mm.
I might work for many companies. I have a, of course, company in the future, which I have now, but I want to create my own brand first. It's Sandip
Yeah.
Das. It has to be a brand. Sandip Das making videos, Sandip Das doing work. Because the more you have a brand, the more you have a, I will call it deals. People call it job. I say no, it's not job for me. It's deals. If I'm making an opportunity, recently I got a say AWS solution architect position, and so of course like DevOps and cloud mix. Okay, so DevOps architect position, and I call it deals, not a job, because I'll be working a few hours in a week or so, and I'll get paid very hell like that. Okay, $100 minimum per hour. So that
Mm.
kind of charge I'm making, I'm able to do it because I have a brand. I'm getting paid for my brand. It's just 1 or 2 hour, maybe 3 hour a day or so, but I will get paid that much. So if you have a brand, you can charge for that because you work so hard for. Like I work for 20, 12 years, very hard and day night, right? So that is the
Mm.
thing that helped me to build a brand. I have learned the public learning. I whatever learn, I share with the public. I make videos, I make tutorials, and people seen that. Okay, people know I'm good at what I do. So if you can become that, if you make your own brand, not today, not tomorrow, it might take years so that at certain point in time you will be able to have good things in your life. But not at the beginning. Don't think the beginning you'll have it. It will take some time. Good question came actually. That 10 years of experience currently working as Azure admin. How to move to DevOps without? No, that's a good question. How to
Okay.
move to DevOps without DevOps experience?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm,
Sandeep,
mm,
fortunately or
uh,
unfortunately, I have to leave in 6 minutes because I
okay.
have. Okay, I'll give this answer a little
Mm.
bit and then I'll say
Sure, sure.
normal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, it's
So
taking times up for me also
yeah, exactly.
because I started at 8, right? Just
Okay.
go.
So I think the person name is Vinesh,
Mm,
correct? Vinesh.
mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
So Vinesh, it's a brutal question for you. Please don't take it in a negative way. You said you have 10 years experience on doing
Azure
Azure
admin.
admin.
Yes.
Yeah. What stopped you for the last 2 3 years for not learning at the same time? You have Azure admin. I'm
Mm.
sure you have access to a heck a
Yes.
lot of stuff. Why? What stopped you saying to your manager, sir, can I use $2 3 per month or something to learn DevOps? Azure DevOps is free. Why
No, I
don't
think
you
I think
learn it?
yeah, his question more like say without DevOps experience. I think maybe working as I know Azure
No,
admin,
the
but
thing
yeah.
is,
Mm.
see, it's a, as you said, it's a chicken and egg problem.
Yes, that also one thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Unless you know who will give you a job
Mm.
and how will you have an experience. But as I said, do some projects on
Mm,
your
yes,
own.
that should.
Do some projects. Build a hello world application in Java or Node
Mm,
or Go and different languages. See how it builds. Create the artifacts, and most of these are free.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And our the question is, I think remote jobs will be more, going to office will be less. So yeah. So my suggestion for Vinesh is, I think you have you have been in your position so comfortable
Mm,
that you have not strived to look into the non-comfortable. Unless you become uncomfortable and go and do something more, you will be stuck. So my suggestion is, see, my view is, I don't like the word switch in the first case. I say I'm a developer, I'm also a cloud engineer, I'm an architect, I'm also a support engineer. There is no wrong in being support engineer, by the way, if it pays you good salary. Yeah. So
yes.
if people think that I and Sandeep only do very sexy work, all those, no,
No,
no.
we
Oh,
have
30
our
to
help, man.
40% of
I
our
will
work.
talk after
See,
Guru left. I will tell you stories of my nightmares. Okay. Okay. Let you
exactly.
complete. Yeah. Guru complete.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Mm,
my suggestion is that.
mm,
Okay, you can answer Arpreet Saxena's
okay.
work, but
Okay. Okay. Okay.
yeah,
Guru. Yeah. I think you
okay,
got a time. So anyway, thank you,
okay,
Guru, for staying this long. Maybe future. Bye bye. Yes.
okay, okay. Thank you, man, and thank you everybody for taking my taking this. Oh,
Listen to
by the
us.
way,
Yeah.
yeah,
Sorry.
listen
Good.
to him, both of us. So thanks very much, and I'll see you later. Bye.
Yeah. No. Bye. Yeah, thank you, Guru, for staying all this long. I know you have crazy times, and I hope your speedy recovery. I think now I will go ahead and first answer some questions from Arpit. I think, okay, by the way, Vinesh, I think you got your answer that you have to build some projects. Um, Show off, of course, that you need to make a move, because when you're going to a company for interview and they ask for experience, you should, as an Azure admin, you did works with some kind of DevOps scenarios and you build some projects which might help you to get a job. Okay, so you should be go forward that. Okay, now let's come to Arpit question. It's Arpit Saxena. It says, which city is most promising career wise for next days in India, considering product based cloud? I will personally say three cities. It's my from own experience, and since I do travel a lot, okay, my wife's kind of get angry with me these days because I travel a lot. But I'm very good at answering this question. I say three cities. Okay, first I will say the Bangalore, of course. But water crisis alone, it's a very good city. You have a lot of opportunities there. Then you have Hyderabad. Hyderabad is the kind of massive success. Okay, many companies paying you good enough money. They have a lot of clients. Good projects are there in terms of course, cloud AI and all that. So that's it. Then the third one, okay, is Pune. And I was not aware of that Pune, how much growth have achieved. And because I traveled Pune, I think in last 2 years, 5 6 times. So I know Pune is also a very good kind of city to for this good getting into good companies and have a good career there. Okay, so consider these three cities, and yeah, I think if you're thinking about like going to office and work, these three cities are good. If you think about remote, you can just work from it. I'm sitting in a village in West Bengal, okay, near to Kolkata, and working for many clients. So all are possible. But yeah, if you think about the city wise, going to office, having a great network, meet there, and kind of have a common growth and all, that is yes. Then Bangalore or Hyderabad or Pune is good enough and better cities. Okay. Okay, it's from Haran Loga that I'm an international student in UK. I finished my studying. I applied so many jobs, and none or two interview calls in 6 months. How to get a job? I tried some cybersecurity. Okay, Haran Loga, I will say, please tell me what additional information wise, what field you study, and kind of how many exactly you tried. At least give me some rough kind of uh, rough thing. Okay, just give me the basic idea. Okay, that will make me answer your question. Okay. আরে থ্যাংক ইউ তো ইটস রিদম সেইং দাদা তুমি আমার ইন্সপিরেশন বাড়িতে বুঝতেই চাইছে না দ্যাট আই নিড এক্সপিরিয়েন্স ফর গেটিং ডেভঅপস রিতম ডোন্ট ওয়ারি ইন বেঙ্গলি আমি দেখছি আমরা মিট করবো সো উইল মিট অ্যান্ড ইয়া উইল টক লেট মি আই স ইউর মেসেজ অন লিঙ্কডইন so I'll reply to that and I'll give you my number also. So yeah, let's get things going and I'll talk and I'll see what I can do and what you can do. We'll see that. Okay, don't worry. Okay, sir, Saxena, thank you. That was details. Yes, welcome. I think yes, it's 9. My daughter knocking the door might break it if she was more age. But okay, I think now it's time for me also to go. It was a sudden session, by the way. Maybe I will delete it or because no plan, nothing, right? Or I'll just keep it as it is. No, any like nothing matters anyway. It's just the thoughts. Next week I'll be traveling, so may not. But I think one question at the very beginning I was thinking of to answering. Yeah, it's like this one from Ridul Mohan. I'm learning from your Golang from your channel. Will it help me work? Yes, because I designed that course to according to that for how to you learn the basic Golang and from that how you can come to DevOps. Of course, DevOps is combination of many things. Just Go is not enough, but Go is a either Go and any backend to be honest. But if you're going to Go, that is also a very good programming language, and there are many jobs with the Go plus DevOps scenario. So you will be in a good position. Don't worry. And I think it's just finishing. Maybe I'm seeing. Okay. Anyway, that's recorded and edited. I will see tomorrow if I can release because I think few days back only I have released the other video, right? So I'm on have a 7 days gap. I'll see if it's okay. Then I will release tomorrow. I think it's about the Terraform plugin development is good, very easy, and you will learn about how to. Of course, I expect you guys as a DevOps engineer know Terraform. It's most popular tool, right? So I'll see if tomorrow I can make a release of the video. It's already edited and everything. Just releasing thing is pending. I will release it. Okay. So that's is there. I will definitely do it. Okay. Uh, I accept my request too. Okay, I have 30,000 that, but I will see. Uh, okay, so one thing is the lead code. So don't overcomplicate things. I will talk with you. Okay, I'm also going to release the DSA series for DevOps engineers because DSA is too complicated for normal people to understand. I want to simplify all that, even for everyone to get in a big company. Actually, my goal for upcoming DSA for DevOps thing is to make anyone actually understand the basic DSS to crack these companies. Okay, don't worry. A series coming for that particular thing. You don't need to do actually all the lead code. To be honest, it's waste of time because in DevOps you don't have actual much use cases, very less. I will try to cover in actual DevOps how can you somehow utilize it. Okay, some kind of intelligent use cases I'll find out and make you study all that. But yes, fine, don't overcomplicate things. Okay, and yeah, Arpit, I will see. I have 30,000 list. Out of that I will see what is the request. I will try to accept it. Okay, so don't worry. So yeah, that's it, guys. For thank you and thank you staying all this long. Yeah, from LinkedIn I will remove the post because that was sorry. There was no context on the post. Just a live joining. Thank you for joining. I think it's already 20 people live. So thank you again. See you soon. If possible, I will see my schedule and all that's release schedule, and I will tomorrow release the Go DevOps, that is plugin Terraform plugin development thing tomorrow. Otherwise, maybe within next 2 3 days. Don't worry. And you guys already know my next series DSF for DevOps coming, cloud native alternative wise, like one day gap kind of thing wise. Cloud native series coming, so a lot of things coming. Okay, more of a daily video I was planning to make. Initially I tried 360, that didn't work with a lot of work pressure. Still work pressure is hard, but I will try to do whatever I can. Okay, so yeah, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. If you are like already subscriber, give a like and share with others. Okay, bye bye, see you soon.